I'd take you on the drive with me a little bit on the way to pick up my youngest daughter from school. It looks like it's a dark gray day today, but it's really not. As you can see over here, it's sunny and blue, shining. It's just like halfway, half and half. Half of the clouds are gray, half of the clouds are blue. It's just according to which direction you're going. And look at the road. This is what I can't stand about living around here. I'm on my way to Weisberg to pick up my youngest daughter from school. But she doesn't ride the bus. It's just too far out of the way, and she has to change the buses like 3 different times on 3 different routes just to get to her house. So I don't let her ride this morning in the bus, and she takes too long crimping and stuff. But they just patched these holes. I think we passed it, but there's some more on it through here. All they ever do with the road work around here in Letcher County and eastern Kentucky, southeastern Kentucky, is and they've been like this for like decades, like 20 some years plus probably. They've been so bad about just barely patching the potholes. They never ever, hardly ever, for any particular place, do like a full patch of road work or nothing. They just put little patches in it, and it's still bumpy and lumpy and just bad roads. And if you had the money, you'll have to get your tires changed every like 6 months around here because the roads are so bad. That's for sale over there, guys, if you want it. It was burnt down. I don't know by who or what happened, but I think supposedly it was electrical, but who knows. But that's like how a lot of the businesses and stuff around here goes. They just get burnt down all of a sudden, so it kind of makes you wonder. But anyways, I'm just driving up here towards Weisberg. I think that place up there is for sale too, up on that hill. Not positive though. But I'm just driving to pick up my youngest daughter from school. I think I just passed the actual Google Earth thing, but I could be wrong. Might have been something different. It kind of looked like one though. So I might be on Google Earth as we're filming. I have seen them before on the roads, Google Earth vehicles. I don't know what the route is or anything like that, but I have seen them before. They don't really usually go into all these little haulers and stuff around here and do like a full tour, which a lot of this tours and stuff up in these haulers are like private property and stuff, so I guess that's why. Or these roads rather. The leaves are starting to change more and stuff down through this way. Looks like we might get some rain up towards this way. More southeastern Kentucky. I think my house is more in the western part of Letcher County or whatever, but I might be wrong. Now I'm just taking you with me as I go. Over here, I don't know what that is. They just recently tore that building down there that used to belong to Golden Oak. It was a mining company years and years and years ago, even before I was born probably. That was an old metal building that sit there, and it was caved in the roof, and they finally tore the whole building down. And I think they're supposedly, my youngest daughter told me that they're supposedly going to put in an autism place. I don't really know what that means for sure, like what type of autism place, if it's going to be a school or if it's just going to be like a day center or what it is. Look how bumpy the roads is over here. They haven't patched them up on either one of those sides, but you'd think they would because of all that money that they got, like millions and millions and millions of dollars back in that flood, that first flood in the past 50 years or so, back in July of 2022. But who knows where all that money went and what they spent it on. I haven't seen much of nothing. It seems like everything's just falling apart, even more so than it already was, but who knows? But anyways, back to the autism thing. If they are actually going to put in the autism thing there, that would be a good thing for children and people that have autism. I don't know exactly what it's going to be for sure, so I don't really know. But it's good to see something coming here that hasn't came here in the past 30, 40 some years or something. It just seems like this place is falling apart and no businesses or nothing. Usually even if there is businesses or like little boutique businesses or something like that gets put in around here, they do not last. I mean, I hate to be so negative about it, but it's the truth. They just don't last. Coming up here on the road is our only hotel left in Letcher County, Kentucky. It's been here for years. It's called Parkway Inn. Yeah, it looks like we're getting some big old thick gray storm clouds or rain clouds. It's very dark looking, but it's still white and pretty over there in blue. Here in eastern Kentucky, especially where I live out here in Letcher County, they have a big time problem issue with just flat land in general and spaces. There's no storage buildings or nothing like that. I mean, there's storage facilities that you can rent, but there's no space to put nothing like wide open places and stuff, spaces. Everything's little, as you can see. There's a little produce barn, I think is the name of it. See, this is the Dollar General that's closest to me, and it's not that close. I mean, it's like 10 minutes away from my house up here on Whitco Hill. I don't consider anything, I know it could be worse, but I don't consider anything that's within 10 minutes of me is anything close. So I definitely don't consider something within 30 minutes of me close, because everything's so far out, and it's like, even you'd have to be in really good shape to be in walking condition to walk to these locations of this stuff, and obviously I'm not. I smell fire burning somewhere, or it smells like smoke. There's the Weisberg sign across from this street or highway there. This right here part is Weisberg that I'm going through. Yeah, it still smells. It smells like a smoke, or I don't know. It has that burning type smell. I always get Final Destination movie vibes whenever I get behind these wood trucks and stuff. There's a lumber company. We passed it already, but it was back there past the Dairy Queen and the Weisberg sign. There's a lumber company here in Letcher County called Pine Mountain Lumber, and they could cut wood and stuff. This place up here we're getting ready to go to or go past, called Kane Kitchen, over here to the left hand side of the road of me. They're having a giveaway today, and they said come and get what you wanted, whatever is left. I think they had some baby food left. That's all they had left to give away right back there, if you can see it or not. But that's all they were giving away. That, well, whenever I seen it posted, they were giving away baby food. But I don't have a baby, so obviously I don't need nothing like that. That's why I hardly ever food with that place or anything like that with the giveaways, because where I live so further away out of things, by the time that I get to it, usually everything's gone. So there's there's usually nothing there for me to get, and most of the time that's what they'll give away, is stuff like that that I don't need, and I don't know anyone really that has babies or anything like that, or even small children. It's starting to sprinkle. But yeah, this gives me Final Destination vibes anytime I'm behind like a wood truck, especially like a logging wood truck. These are just boards in front of me. It's trying to sprinkle, but it's also got the sun out and stuff. See them buses, they're going to, I think they go to the grade schools first, some of them, and then they circle back around and go to the high schools. So they make a 10-minute trip out of the way or whatever. Over there's our local McDonald's. They finally tore this lot over here down. It used to be an old Pizza Hut building with like the triangle windows, but they finally tore it down, and I don't know what they're building. They're working on it though, like on the paved parking lot or whatever. They're digging it up or something. But they did that about a week or so ago. They've been tearing down a few places here lately, which is kind of shocking to me because, like I said, most of the time this stuff we'll see it for years and years and years and nothing to get done. If you go over here to the right hand side, that is towards Pine Mountain. There's in Kingdom Come State Park, like you going over to Harlan County, stuff like that. And you can also go down south that way too. I like going both ways though. I like going through Virginia the other way, the longer way, I guess you could say, from me. And I also like going that way, but I do get like some sicknesses or whatever, like from driving and stuff, and or motion sicknesses. And so I don't like the curvy roads that much. I can't handle them. I mean, I like them, it's just I can't handle them that much because of my stomach and stuff. There's another little gift shop over there. They got some mums out and stuff for fall. We're almost up here at the school. It's up here on this right hand side of the hill. Letcher County Central High School. Right now is usually whenever people start driving up here to get in line. Some people come earlier. I mean, there's probably already, I don't know, probably about, we'll just have to wait and see, but sometimes there's like 5 or 10 people in front of me. I don't like to come that early. I got stuff to do at the house, like cleaning and stuff. I'm always having to clean up after something or somebody. Those cats I have are just like toddlers too. Yeah, the hill is already halfway down from the hill, so people are already getting in line. I'm late. Later than I thought I was. And see these people parked to the side, those parents too. They do that so their children will walk off the hill to the football field over here. And they'll walk down that path down to the football field. And then I guess that way they park like that so they can just pull out faster. But I guess I'll get off here, you guys. Hope y'all have a good afternoon. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye-bye.